You ever have one of those ideas and afterwards you're like asking yourself, what was I thinking?
Welcome back, folks!
I think this was a bad idea. Welcome back, folks! Hope you're having a great week.
Hi!
I wasn't really expecting the girls to be down here already, but in case you haven't realized, this week, my room is being taken over by my family. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Aw, big boy looks so pretty.
No, not that one.
That one?
It's like a game of handles. Nope.
That one.
That one. You're going to push the button. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Now, before I get into this video, I'm going to tease one of the trains we're going to be running. And it is this set right here. This is a set by MTH made in 2004. So it's almost 20 years old. And it is, of course, SpongeBob SquarePants. I found that set thanks to Trains.com. That's Trains with a Z. Be sure to check out Trains.com for an incredible inventory of trains, all the way from the modern era through the vintage eras of the pre- and post-war periods. It's a fantastic website, and they have tons of inventory. And be sure to use the code rbptrains at checkout for $10 off your order. For this video, I've given each member of my family an assignment, and that is to pick their favorite train from the collection. And that's what we're going to run tonight. So we're going to go through each member. Of course, I'm going to pick last. I'll let everybody pick before me. And then we're going to run what everyone has picked. This should be interesting to see. There's a lot of different personalities in this house. So anything goes. We're going to kick things off with my youngest daughter. Let's see what she picks. All right, Claire, which train did you pick?
The SpongeBob.
Why did you pick the SpongeBob train?
Because it's a new train and it has SpongeBob on it, which is a show.
All right, SpongeBob it is. This set that Claire picked is the MTH Bikini Bottom Express. And this, of course, is better known as the SpongeBob SquarePants train. This was made in 2004. It's been around for some time. And it features this little dockside switcher, a couple pieces of rolling stock, and my favorite part, the caboose, which plays the SpongeBob SquarePants theme song. Check this out. Behind me is the MTH SpongeBob train. Now, I mentioned this plays the theme song, but it's not like high fidelity. This is like 2004 bit crushed SpongeBob. Listen to this. It's hilarious. This is hilarious. I gotta hit the whistle button. So give me a second. It's no surprise to me that Claire picked this one out. She always goes for the brightest, most vibrant train. Now we're going to see which train my middle daughter, Addie, picks out. All right, Addie, which one are we picking?
This one.
Oh, that is a good choice. Addie going with the pre-war engine. Addie really surprised me with her selection. I wasn't expecting her to go with a pre-war Commodore Vanderbilt Red Comet set. That just completely threw me. She is always my most unpredictable of my three daughters. This set dates back to the 1930s and is one of the oldest trains in the collection. My oldest daughter decided not to be in the video because she's too cool for me. It starts already. They grow up so fast. But she picked a great engine, and that, of course, is the Lionel Santa Fe Black Bonnet Northern. I asked her why she picked this engine, and she said, well, Dad, it's one of the shiniest ones, so that's why I like it. And I can't argue with that. It is one of the prettiest engines in my collection. It's also one of the most unique engines. And of course, this is not a prototypical paint scheme. But something about this black bonnet paint scheme pops right off the layout. Of course, when we run the black bonnet, there's a bit of a toss-up. Do we use the black bonnet passenger cars? Or do we use the MTH plated passenger cars? Bailey opted for the MTH plated cars, which I think just makes a beautiful train. I was really curious to see which train my wife was going to pick out. And it turns out she went for the Ohio Central SD40. This is a Lionel Legacy engine. Also happens to be my favorite diesel engine, the SD40. I don't know what it is about it. It's my favorite diesel engine. So I definitely married the woman of my dreams. Is that a thing? Like if you're, I think it tells you a lot about a relationship if your significant other likes the same type of trains as you, right? All right, Daddy, which engine are we running?
The big boy.
Start it up.
Okay.
All right, she's at the helm of the Restoration Series Big Boy. You can run it. It's all you. There we go. Yeah, so we are just decorating everything with ribbon now. I don't know how we're going to run anything, because it's just ribbons everywhere.
We'll not put it on the stuff that's going to be around.
I see.
On the tops. Like this? No, along this top. Like this? Mm-hmm. There we go. But
now it's my turn to pick out an engine. I think I know exactly which one I want to run tonight. The Lionel Vision Line Niagara. This is the 20th Century Limited scheme. I know. It's not a prototypical scheme, but then again, this is how RBP does things. I think it's one fantastic engine, and believe it or not, in the secondary market, the 20th Century Limited Vision Line Niagara scheme has become one of the most difficult ones to find and one of the most sought after. We're going to hang on to this one for a while, but for now, let's run it. I figure that since we're having some fun and running some different trains, I would bust out the Lionel Area 51 set. The engine on this has some of the coolest sound you'll ever hear, because basically it imitates an alien invasion, like the train is getting abducted while it's running around. What other train do you have that does that?
X51 to dispatch. Clear. X51 to dispatch. Something is jamming the signal. Can you hear us? X51 to dispatch. Clear.
Well, as you can see, we made it to the end of the video and nothing got broken. Very proud of my kiddos for taking care of the trains in the train room. I had a feeling they would do a good job in here. As always, a huge thank you to all of my subscribers and everyone who's been supporting this channel. My name is Chris, and this is RBP Trains. We'll see you next time.